Oh, good morning, good afternoon. Listen, thank you guys for watching my video. I appreciate you. But I got a couple of things I want to talk to you about as far as scams. I want to let you know that actually, when we talk about scams, it's nothing sophisticated. It's nothing that you couldn't avoid. Actually, I look at it as you're not really being scammed because you're a voluntarily submitting to the conditions, which is in an actuality a scam. But it's not like you shouldn't know that it's a scam. You should know what they say. Anything too good to be true is what? It's just that. It's not true. And if it's not true, you can label it as a scam. Because what's going to happen is the the Filipina is going to ask you to participate in an activity. Let's say some of the most common scams: uh, buying property, buying livestock like cows, goats, planting crops. You can plant crops, grow the crops, and you can make, X number of thousands of pesos every 3 months. Or buying land with coconut trees on it every 2 months, 3 months. The coconuts are harvested, and you're going to make millions. Okay, all of those, they sound like really sound investments, especially because it relates to the culture and the business affairs here in the Philippines that you're not really that familiar with. And by you being so smitten with the Filipina and she's telling you about this, well, it all just adds up to you. It makes sense to you that yeah, she's letting you know about an adventure that you could possibly uh, make a lot of money. And you're saying, okay, you make this money, you're gonna uh, be helping her, and that's less money you're spending out your pocket. When in reality, when she tell you to buy the cow, yeah, maybe she buys the cow. Maybe she takes the money, she buys the cow, okay, but maybe you see a picture of it, or maybe a video, but how many days do you get to see that cow in actuality? What do you have to show you that that cow has actually been purchased and you own it? And or if all of that is established, here comes the holiday. All the family from the provinces, from the cities, everybody's coming to your Filipino's house. They're going to celebrate. And what do you think they're going to celebrate with? You'll kill your cow, man. They're going to eat your cow. You just bought the cow in time of what? In time before the holiday came, so that you could send money. They could fatten the cow up. By the time the holiday comes, everybody comes, they eat good. And what happens after that? Well, somebody stole the cow. The cow got sick. The cow ran off and never came back. Same thing if you invest in goats, chickens, ducks. That's what you're really investing in. More than likely, you're going to be investing in a scam. When I say a scam, is because you're not going to receive any benefit from the business, alleged business. Okay, what it is an opportunity for the Filipina to make a come up, and most often, uh, she may not. She may not present the scam to you herself. She may do it through another person, a sister, a brother, or someone like that, that she's going to say is the person that's more knowledgeable about this. So when the thing blows up, she has limited liability because she trusted her relative to guide her and take care of this, and this is how it happened. But those things may seem small, but you know what the old saying is? If you see a sucker, lick him. So if you be a sucker once, what's to stop you from continuing to be thought of as a sucker? Goats, cows, tell you, honey, let's buy this land. We can get this land and it's really cheap, is this, is this, is this. And you say, oh, okay, because why? You're trusting in her. You know that you really need to get a piece of land to build your house, to make your future go. And you want to satisfy this girl. When in reality, it's a scam. And, and one way you can tell it's a scam in regards to land is that she's going to make it seem like it's so easy for you to get it. All you got to do is send the money, and it's ours. But it's a lot to go into purchasing land, house in the Philippines. Number one, you can't own a house or land in the Philippines. You can't. If you have a business, I think it's less than 50%, you would be the owner of any property. Okay, so you can't own land. So anything you purchase is going to be in somebody else's name anyhow. And something like that, you really need to be boots on the ground to do that. Okay, because there's a lot of variables that go into it. You need to look into it, check it out. But that's one of the big scams. You know, buy this land. Oh, here's another one. You know, they had the war, Japanese came here and so forth, and they're going to tell you that the Japanese buried a lot of gold all around the Philippines. And there are certain people who have found it and they know where it's at, but they don't have the resources to get it. And if you would invest, they would be able to get it, and then they would give you your share. Scam. I've seen I've seen brothers from the USA spend thousands of dollars, thousands, before they realized that they were being scammed. You know? Now, whether or not the Filipina actually believes this, you see, because there's a lot of things here that's like, um, how do you put it? It's like old folk tales, you know. Now there is supposedly some truth to uh, the Japanese burying valuables. There is historically some truth to that. However, uh, the likelihood of you investing with someone and then recovering it is slim to none. Okay, I've never heard of anyone invest and recover anything. Okay, never. Okay. Then the other common scam is that the Filipina get pregnant. You see, and she'll do it on purpose. She'll purposely get pregnant so that she has a connection with you, and she can cause you a lot of problems if you don't um, work with her. If you don't satisfy her needs, she can cause you a lot of problems. Not only in the Philippines, but she can cause you a lot of problems in the USA. So be leery of that. Know what her intentions is. Okay. Now, if it's your intentions and you want to make a baby, that's one thing. But if you're just on a 2-week vacation and you're just trying to sow some wild oats, um, you need to be aware of the fact that, you blow on a Filipino, she'll get pregnant. So let alone you lay up with her for 2, 3 weeks. It's a good possibility that you can get her pregnant. And if her intentions are no good, then you're going to have yourself a problem on your hands. That because she she can be a problem. She can be a real big problem. You know, like they said, a lot of people are nice, pleasant, and gracious simply because they know how they are if you cross them. They're just as vengeful, spiteful, hateful, mean, ugly, arrogant, ignorant in their retaliation. So they try to be nice all the time so that they don't have to show that side. So what I'm saying is that you need to be mindful of some of the most common scams. And you don't never have to be scammed. Never. You know, you meet a Filipino online and she start asking you to send her money for this. Somebody needs an operation. Somebody needs glasses. Somebody needs a tooth pulled. Somebody got hit by a car. Um, all kind of problems. First of all, if a Filipina is having problems, she's not going to drop it on you because she don't really know you. Only time she's going to drop it on you and she don't know you is because she's scamming. Okay? Why? Because Filipinas are very proud. Okay? And when you find someone doing something that's outside the characteristics of a proud person, and I'm not talking about proud to a negative extent. I'm talking about, yeah, I got problems, but, that's not none of your concern. That's not your business. You see, that's the attitude that most Filipinos have, is that they take care of their own problems or they let their problems take care of themselves. You see, I think this was the first place I heard where it says, don't worry about no problems, let the problems worry about you. You see, so saying that, I say that if you're just talking to her and you ain't even met her and she's dropping all these problems, man, come on. You gotta know you gotta know the value of the word no. And when you do, what you're gonna notice, if she's scamming you, she's gonna get angry, she's gonna be mad, she ain't gonna want to talk to you, she'll have reasons why she can't talk to you. Her phone is broke, she don't have a load. Because why? All the time she was leading up to asking for the money, she had time to talk to you. She was gracious, hospitable. But now that she done dropped it on you, that she want this money, and you not responding positively, well, now she got a problem. She got attitude. She upset. She mad all the time, and you really ain't got no good communication no more. Well, that's because everything prior to that was a setup. You see. Now, if you fall for the setup, that's not on her. That's on you. She just doing her job. You see, she just doing her job. It's called the Filipino hustle. Okay, it could be the Cambodian hustle. It could be the Vietnam hustle. It could be the Bronx hustle. It could be the LA hustle. It could be the Cleveland hustle. That's just the Filipino hustle. You see, she's just trying to get by. Not necessarily get over, but get by. And if she could get by because you're vain and you're gullible, it's just the numbers game. How many people will I tell this story to will fall for it and commit? Just think if she got 20 people a month to send her $400 because her mama needed a surgery. It's a lot of dough for somebody in the Philippines. If she only got 5 people, 2 people, if she got one to send her $400 a month, That's a lot of dough, man. Okay, that's a school teacher's salary. So what I'm saying is, just don't be a sucker. Be aware. I just want you to be aware. And when I say be aware, I want you to understand that the numbers game, there's only a small percentage that play those games. The majority don't play those games. The majority, you won't know what their problems is unless you probe and try to find out what their problems is. You see, because they're not going to tell it to you. Because once again, Filipinos are very proud people, and they're not going to just tell you what their problems are. Okay, unless they know you intimately and they're comfortable talking with you, etc., etc. And then they're not going to ask you for help. Okay, that's for sure. So just be aware of that, and don't get so-called scammed. Don't be a willing participant in being a sucker. Okay, that's what I call it, a willing participant in being a sucker. Because if you are, you may say you a scam, but I'm going to tell you, you're just a sucker. Okay? So once again, if you subscribe, I appreciate you. Okay? I got some new features added on to my vlog here. You can become a member, paid member. You can have access to certain things. If you're not subscribed, then you won't have access to it. So you need to subscribe because it don't cost you nothing. Okay? And if you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe because I need your help. Okay? I need your help to help me build this channel to help inform other people about how to have a successful venture here in the Philippines. Starting next week, I'm going to start making some road trips, making some videos like I promised you guys. And even though I'm monetized, I'm not making no money, but my commitment was that once I became monetized, I was going to hit the road and make some videos on the road. So I'm going to keep my promise. And as I do start making money from my monetization, then the road trips will be much more in detail. Okay, but I'm still gonna give it all to you. As if I was monetized. I'm gonna give you what I got. Okay. So once again, if you got any questions, anything, hit me up. Leave me a comment. I love to hear your comments. Okay. And remember one thing for sure and two for certain: when you help other people, you're really helping yourself. God bless. Take care. See you guys in a couple days.